What's going on, Chelsea fans? Thank you for watching another video of mine. Please do me a massive favour. If you're a Chelsea fan, smash a like down below. Please subscribe. Doing me a massive favour. Today I'm going to be talking about all the transfers news that's going on at the moment for Chelsea and my prediction for our lineup against Manchester City. So let's see what's going on in the news. Basically, the main headline still is surrounding Kai Havertz coming to Chelsea. Supposedly, no negotiations have started between the two clubs. Leverkusen want 90 million. Chelsea aren't willing to pay that much for him. They're trying to drive the price down a little bit. They're in the region of maybe, I've heard, between 70, 75 million they're trying to get him for. I think they could do the deal there. That's pretty much the rule is on Kai Havertz, really. Hopefully, Rudiger came out and said that he had a part to play in the Werner deal. So let's hope Agent Rudiger can do his magic once again and convince Werner to come to Chelsea rather than the other clubs that might be interested in, like the Man Uniteds that have been rumoured, the Real Madrids have also been interested in him. Bayern Munich are no longer interested in him. They are solely interested in getting Leroy Sané in the summer window. Let's go on and see what else. Jorginho is staying at Chelsea for another season. If he's going to stay for longer, I don't know. He's definitely going to be around for next season, supposedly, according to his agent. No one can afford him. It looks like Juventus have done the deal for Arthur from Barcelona, so I can't see them really bringing in Jorginho as well. They do want, supposedly, our left-back, Emerson. Maybe we can do a trade. Who knows? Maybe we can get a decent left back, a switch. We'll take Alexandro. They can have Emerson. I think that's what Lampard wants to do. That would be a good trade for me. While Ben Chilwell is a fantastic left back, and I would love him at Chelsea. Don't get me wrong. I do think the asking price of 80 million is a little bit too much to be spending on another player. For spending that on Kai Havertz, around 75, 80 million on him, and then another 80 million on Ben Chilwell. So in my opinion, we need a world-class centre-back as well. Are we going to be able to afford all of that? Supposedly we can. Other Chelsea fans think we've got endless amounts of money. Yes, we've got the Hazard money and the Morata money. And now the Mario Pasalic, or whatever his name is, money. Yes, he's gone to Atlanta. The deal has been done. He is going to Atlanta. He is signed for, I think it's 13 million. So we made, I think, about a 10 million profit on the lad who never played for us at all. Who else? There's not much else really. So there's a rumour about Victor Moses coming back to the club. Lampard might want him to stay next season and fight for a place, but I can't see him getting in the first team. He's going to be a squad player. Other players, I think, on the way out, Ross Barkley. If Kai Havertz is coming in, I can assume that Ross Barkley would probably be the one player to miss out and probably be sold. Like I said, West Ham are interested in him. I think David Moyes wants to bring him back. I wouldn't be surprised to see him either at Newcastle, maybe, and a club like that sort of level would suit a Ross Barkley, in my opinion. Like we know, Willian and Pedro are sticking around to the end of the season. Pedro has signed an agreement with Roma. He will be playing for them next season. For me, left backs, like I said, Ben Chilwell would be class, would be quality to get him. Supposedly we're in talks to get him, but there are other ones out there that we are interested in if we don't get the Ben Chilwell deal across the line. For me, there are about 5 other choices really that could play a left back for Chelsea that are a cheaper option, that are just as good, if not maybe even better than Ben Chilwell, who, by the way, I think is a quality left back. Like I said though, there are cheaper options out there like Alex Telles. Alex Telles from Porto is a cheaper option. Supposedly PSG were interested in him, but now they offered a contract supposedly to Lavin Kazawa, and he's staying there for another season. And so maybe they've dropped their interest in Alex Telles. They've already got that one Bernard, whatever his name is, and Levain Kazerwa, so I can't see them bringing in Tellez as well. 3 left backs, that's a bit of overdoing it. So I would assume that Alex Tellez is up for grabs again, and we could be in pole position to snap him up for a decent fee of around, I don't know, 35 to 40 million, somewhere around those sort of marks. Then there's Nicolas Tagliafico from Ajax. A lot of Chelsea fans are desperate for us to sign him. I've heard that name mentioned a lot by other fans. Saw him play for Ajax against Chelsea in the Champions League, and he's a quality left back. Wouldn't say no to him coming to Chelsea. I mentioned Alexandro earlier. Maybe a deal could be done there. Same as Nicolas Tagliafico, a cheaper deal than Ben Chilwell. Just as good, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit older, Alexandro. But like I said earlier, we could probably get a deal done if we do a swap deal for Emerson. I'm pretty sure a little bit of money on top, we could probably get Sandro. And there's the young lad from Benfica. I don't know if we could get him, but he's Alejandro Grimaldo. He's a decent left back from what I've seen of him. Young, good at going forward, good at attacking, good at crossing. Does his defensive duties well as well. But would that be a big step up from the Portuguese league to the Premiership? I don't know if he could handle it. We'll have to wait and see but it's another option for me. And then there's David Alaba. Rumours have surfaced again that he is on his way out of Bayern Munich. He wants the same sort of money that the top earners there, like your Thomas Muller and your Robert Lewandowski's are on. And if they're not willing to give him that, then he wants out. I wouldn't mind him coming to Chelsea. He's a versatile player. He can play centre back. He can play left back. Play defensive centre mid. Yeah, definitely a player I would love to see. And if his contract's running out next season, we can get him on a cheap, then be perfect. His experience as well, which we need in our squad. In my opinion, we need someone with a bit more experience. I like all these young players and these young signings, but you do need leaders in your side, and that is something Chelsea lack, in my opinion, is some leaders. We've got Giroud and Rudiger, who are 2 good leaders, but maybe Azpilicueta, I suppose. But apart from that, I don't really see anyone big leaders in the team to help these youngsters through. We need a couple more, in my opinion. And the left back, an experienced left back, I would choose every day over a youngster. Anyway, let's move on to forget about transfers now, because it does bore me after a while. I get pretty bored of transfers. So there's all rumours. I don't like talking about it until the guy's actually holding up the shirt, but we're not going to be seeing that for a while. So let's talk about Man City, shall we? With Leicester again dropping points against Brighton. It's a perfect opportunity for Chelsea to capitalise. Can we do it? Can we beat Man City at home? I mean, I'm sure we'll give them a game. I mean, I haven't had one since Project Restart anyway. I mean, they didn't get out of third gear against Arsenal, and the game was over at half-time against Burnley. So I'm pretty sure we can give them a game. I'm pretty sure we've beaten them in the past. I'm pretty sure we can do it again. These lads have got the ability, the capability to be able to beat them. If they're all on top of their game, all concentrating, and no slip-ups in the last bit of the first half against Aston Villa. Let's hope those defensive frailties don't cost us again. How I would line up, I would make it a little bit more defensively, because they're going to come at us. We've got to try and catch them on the break, so we're going to use speed up top, but we're going to have to play a little bit defensively at the back. So for me, in goal, of course, I'd still stick with Kepa. I thought he played well against Aston Villa, did nothing wrong, pulled off some good saves. The goal was not his fault. So I'd stick with Kepa in goal. At right back, now, we could go with Azpilicueta, but I'm thinking Raheem Sterling is going to be playing down the left-hand side for Man City, so we're going to need someone with a bit of pace and a bit of power. So I'd go with Reece James. Centre-backs, for me, Christensen was one of the at fault for the goal against Aston Villa, so I'd go with Kurt Zouma and Rudiger. And then at left back, we need defensive-minded players. I don't think Marcos Alonso is right for this game. And Emerson is just not good enough. So for me, it has to be Azpilicueta at left back. And then in the midfield, I'd have Jorginho sitting in the hole in front of him, Kante and Kovacic. And then I'd play Mason Mount probably on the right, Tammy Abraham up top, and probably Christian Pulisic, Captain America, saved the day for us against Aston Villa. Yeah, I'd play him on the left. I think that would probably be the best way to go. Unless Lampard decides maybe to even possibly play a 3-4-3 maybe, or a 3-5-2 even. He could play 3 at the back with Azpilicueta playing as a right-sided centre-back along with Zuma and Rudiger. Play James as a right wing-back, Alonso as a left wing-back, that's his best position. Play 3 in midfield, Kante, Kovacic and Jorginho. Really stack it up, and then have, I don't know, Abraham and Pulisic up top. Another way to go, really. It's an option. We've got options in this squad which I like. Play all sorts of formations, but I think I'd stick with the first one, the 4-3-3. It gives us more of an option. We can attack more, so more of an attack-minded style. But then against the bigger sides, the 3-4-3 has worked for us in the past. Also, I found. So we'll have to wait and see what Lampard feels. There are options always with Lampard. He's got so many options which I like. I do like that Lampard switches and changes it up. We've got a big squad now. The only 2 players I think that are still doubtful for City are Hudson-Odoi and Tomori. Apart from that, we're pretty at full strength. As far as predictions go either way. This game could go either way. We could get absolutely trounced by City, or we could actually pull something off. You never know with Chelsea. That's the beauty of being a Chelsea fan. You never know what's going to happen. I'm hoping for a Chelsea win. Let's say 3-1. Come on, you Blues. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.